Hi, and welcome to the StarFleet Leadership Academy. I'm Jeff with Jim. I'm with Jim. I look a lot like William Shatner, I know. But we're talking about James T. Kirk, and we're talking about the leadership lessons that we learned from him in the television series and the motion picture series Star Trek. We have covered this topic in another way in another episode, so you can go back and you can listen to those or look at those if you want to. But one of the things that comes up time and time again when you look at the James T. Kirk leadership style is that he is a guy who's not afraid to take a risk. Risk is important. This quote that I love from the fictional character says this: risk is our business. That's what this starship is all about. That's why we're aboard her. And when he uses that, he's using that to explain that we're getting ready to push an envelope here. We're getting ready to do something that's not a sure thing. We're getting ready to do something that takes us outside of our comfort zone. And I think that any leader worth their salt recognizes the importance of what it means to go outside their comfort zone. But it has to be done, because any great accomplishment can't be accomplished without that element of risk. And any leader worth their salt knows that's true. People who are going places, people who are going in different directions need someone to step up and be that leader that can somehow verbalize, point in the right direction, help them kind of coalesce those ideas that they need to be able to process them and to get where they need to go. And if you're a leader, that's one of the roles that you have. I guess the characteristic could be summarized this way: leadership is not about playing it safe, but envisioning a future that others want to be a part of. In other words, when you're a leader, you're trying to get people where they need to be. And hopefully it's a place that is so compelling, so desirable, so important that you as a leader aren't the only one that sees the value of getting there. See, we live in a day and age where leadership seems to be in short supply. And some of the best leaders sometimes seem to be lost because those who aren't so great as leaders seem to have the loudest microphone or the biggest platform. You be wise as you look for others to follow. You be wise as you look toward leaders. Look for a leader who's willing to help you understand and equip you to get you where you need to go so that you can live the future that you were created to live. See, Star Trek was always about exploring and moving into the future, so that's really an easy no-brainer. But for Kirk, there was an element that you just could not let go of, but also an element that he embraced, and that's risk. What's the phrase that he used? To boldly go where no one has gone before. I got news for you. When you go somewhere that no one's gone before, you're not going to get there if you don't take the risk, because you just never know what you're going to find. Don't be afraid to do that as a leader. Be willing to take that risk. Be willing to help people get to the future that they can only dream of, that they can only imagine, and that they only hope for. When you do, you will discover that leadership is a journey unto itself, but one worth taking. I look forward to joining you next time here in the StarFleet Leadership Academy.